Here we go. All right.
Hey everybody, we'll maybe give a few minutes, see if people join us. Got a couple things to do. I think my press is heating up, and give a few minutes, see any.
There we go. So Arnold, tell everybody about what the weather's doing there.
Well, today we got a bunch of snow. We're predicted to get like 9 inches, but I don't think we quite got that much yet. But we just had a semi trying to deliver a steel and was stuck in the driveway. So winter is the gift that just keeps giving.
Man, I'm glad I live in the north south. Because I like to come visit you guys, but just in the warmer months.
Yeah. Well,
You've got that beautiful lake.
we like it when you visit. But yeah, we have the wonderful seasons, so it's just sometimes it takes a little while for the spring season to start. But I got a new motorcycle over the weekend, so that's something new. Can't wait to get that, but I won't be riding it for a little bit. I think Corey's getting a new motorcycle, so that's something fun. Today's theme is all about campers. Can't pull this camper with a motorcycle, but you can hang it at your camper, and we also have a garden stake camper. And I don't know if Erica can put the template or maybe even a link. Don't we have some camper designs?
We have some camper designs. I'll pop those in the chat.
And we have a few different ones here. And I think the design layout that you'll get is the top one. So it's actually shaped more like a camper. The bottom one's a little bit just of a blob. And as always in the comments, if you could post, hi Shy, hopefully I'm saying that right. If you can post in the comments what printers maybe you have. Evelyn's from South Carolina. We were just talking about South Carolina and state shapes. So behind me we have a wind spinner of a Minnesota state shape, and we are currently drafting South Carolina for a customer. So maybe we'll get that posted on a future thing that we can feature. But in this case, when the first one, maybe I'll press. So we have a little bit of an outline around. So you see a little dotted line that's a camper. The other outline is actually more like the shape. Yeah, I'm going to get the first thing we're going to talk about is just good practices. As always, you want to have a no max pad. We have had a few people, and that's a 1/2 inch pad, that have had some issues, and pretty sure you will have some issues if you do not have a pad. Then you're going to put down just a regular piece of craft paper. I'm kind of frugal, so I use that piece of craft paper over and over. And then we're going to lay down our part. Actually, our press, our paper, and then our part. Line that up with the tire and everything. And then we're going to put a piece of paper over the top of that. And when you order stuff from us, let me get this started. When you order stuff from us, every time you should be getting an actual kind of a thank you for your order. And then there's tips and tricks right on the screen or on the piece of paper. So we have a manual press here. This is a Geonite 16 by 20. And so we're going to press that for 3 minutes and 30 seconds for 385 degrees. So kind of the instructions are all on there. Some of you might have a larger press, like a pneumatic press, which we have in the back, which is a 4x8 press, a shuttle table. And that's a little bit different as far as the pressure. So there's some settings on there for that. Talk a little bit about ornaments.
Show us the ornament. They're so cute.
It'll look cuter after we press it, but you know, it's just kind of a little, and it could be a key tag. I've seen people doing luggage tags, maybe a little bit big
Nice
for,
fit.
zipper pull, but you could use it lots of different ways. Could be something just for families to remember where they went camping. So you could do a different one for each year. So there's plenty of custom things that you could do to kind of, spice up that shape, just memories around camping. And so the first one that we have on the press right now has a bracket on the back, just like this. And there's bending instructions that come with it, but you're going to bend that bracket after it's pressed and cooled, and you're going to bend it into a C or a U, or you could bend it up so it's in a Z. And what that's meant to do is to hold it off the wall about three-quarters of an inch. And so that gives it some character, so your camper is actually off the wall. Which maybe that's how your family camps, a little bit off the wall. So it might be, it might be a reminder. But yeah, 3 minutes, 30 seconds, medium pressure. Questions that we've had is, what if I have paper stick? You should not have paper stick very often. Paper stick is usually caused by maybe too much pressure, too much time, not having that Nomax pad. That was one. So that you need that pad on there to give some extra cushion. How many, maybe in the comments too, if anybody's been using our products, we always like it when people can share, what they've just created. And then always, if you ever want to email us or post them on Facebook. This is also going now live on YouTube. And of course, Erica, I forgot my gloves.
Where are your gloves?
Take that craft paper off. That'd be a great thing to get me for Christmas. But then that would mean I gotta wait. So remember the part's almost 400 degrees. So the first thing I do on a camper shape like this is just flip it over, and then try to keep it straight so that you don't really drag the print off. Otherwise, that can get some ghosting, where you'll get the ink will kind of the dye as it's off gassing will cause some shadowing. So the first thing we wanted to look is our report card, in a sense, is how does the paper look. So we want to see that there's obviously here you can see where there's a little bit of ink left around. That's the bleed. And then where the part was, there shouldn't be any ink left. So the first thing we're going to ask you, if you ever have any problems, is let's take a look at the paper. So the paper is going to tell us if it's not long enough, then we're going to see some of the ink still on the paper. Typically in the back, that's why I usually don't have gloves, is we use hooks for everything. And the cool thing on the wall art one is we have a little door that will bend here in a minute. So we're going to let that cool.
So pretty.
Yeah. And we got a tire, we got a hitch. So you can do a lot of different things with your particular camper. So I'm going to let that cool just a little bit. The other one is a garden stake, and what's different about that is it's actually got a little wing on the top and the bottom. After we press it again, we are going to bend those down and put a rod through it, which I'll show you how to do.
Shai says that she's pressing 8-inch wind spinners as she's watching.
Oh, that's nice. That's poetic. And remember, the other thing too, this is a common mistake, is remember when you have words and stuff that you want to invert them. So you want to make sure when you're looking at your print that the words are backwards. So if you look at your part and you can read it, then it's going to show up backwards once it die sublimates. Hopefully that makes sense. So we'll get that going. Yeah, what I love about it is it really just there's a very vibrant kind of look, and it's gives it that 3D effect. This is fairly cool. Cool is fairly quick. There's also some little kickers on the bottom, and those just bend out straight as a 90. And that gives it also some character as far as holding it off the wall, so it's going to sit flat. On that smaller example earlier was a leaf, and that really was smaller, so it didn't need the kickers. But basically, you're going to bend these. We can see that. So they're at a 90, and then at kind of a C. And then when we hang it on the wall,
it pops it off.
Yeah.
It's like,
do we really want to open the door? So we can open the door just a little bit. But it seems
put a little picture of Don in there.
Yeah. It makes you a little bit more appealing to have your door open and a little more inviting. I don't really have a good place to hang that right now, but that's kind of our first example of a camper. Yeah, I can't wait to see the 8-inch. So that must be. I'd be curious if she has the two-tone or the single-tone 8-inch wind spinners, because I think we have both. Next, we're going to do the smaller ornament. And again, the writing should be backwards. You
could do a whole tree of them. That would be so cute. A camper tree.
A whole tree of campers.
Uh-huh. And they're great little gifts that people treasure too. I always love getting ornaments for Christmas.
Yeah. Ornaments are fun, and especially in this case, you can easily do it two-sided. So on a smaller part like this, you would just invert the art so you'd have it folded. I don't have a two-sided two prints.
And it's a one press, right? You just
one press, yep. Same time, same temp with one press. And you'd get it two-sided. You could do different images. I'm just looking to see. It'd be very similar, to this as a two-sided part. Just obviously the shape is different.
Oh, nice. Hillary says hello from Kansas.
Yeah, we left Kansas.
Shai is pressing the single tone, so I'm thinking they're the white ones.
Yeah, they're all white. Yeah.
We love to see the creativity that you guys come up with, So please post the pictures, send them to us on Facebook or email them to us. It's always like so inspiring and invigorating to see what people do. There was one lady that even used magnets to put things on things with our blanks, which is pretty cool.
I love magnets. So again, there's our report card. First thing you should always kind of look at is the paper, especially if you're having trouble. Here's the part. So that turned out very vibrant.
Very vibrant.
And then somebody might ask, what is that lines on the back? And that's because Arnold kind of reuses his paper over and over. You may choose to have a clean white back. I mean, for us, it's all about cost, so it's just another little way to keep our costs down. But that's what makes those lines on the back. If you're using clean paper, you will not get that. So I'm going to let that cool just for a second. And I am going to lay the camper on here with another surprise shape. I won't even say what the shape is. I'm going to get it in here. I'm going to get the camper ornament going. We'll get that pressing. Yeah, love the colors. Single tone. Yeah, the wind spinners. And what, just for reference, here's what Chai is basically pressing. So, like Erica said, it's always fun to see what you guys come up with for creativity, other people's designs.
And the wind spinners, you always press both sides at once, right?
Wind spinners, we always press both sides at once. Here's an example. This is kind of Erica's favorite, or kind of spearheaded this whole line, which is the
Vintage Garden Party.
Vintage Garden Party. And then here's what we were talking about. You basically would print two separate prints, and then they're folded together. In the we have registration marks in the
templates.
Yeah, thank you. Templates you're going to get. So basically, in a window, or even just hold them up to the light, you're going to match up those marks, as you can see. And that means that then the part is perfectly aligned. And there's just lots of things that you can do with graphics. Here's a pretty one with the Minnesota shape that Don kind of did. And the nice thing is, you don't need the design of all the rings or everything. And some people have even just taken this photo and blown it to the whole side or the whole piece. But personal preference, I think it looks better when you have a concentrated image in the middle and then rings that complement the center.
While you're doing that, I'm going to show them this one. This is one of the designs that I did. I just love the way the blues come out in all, there we go, in all of the sublimation process. I just am always floored by how vibrant all the colors are. But I love blues. And we found as a company that things with like that bright blue saturation always sells better than most of the other products. So, oh no, we lost Arnold. Oh my goodness, these guys are always so busy doing all the things. There he is. I'm like, oh
no. I figured you could handle it. No, it wasn't a potty brick. I'm not that fast. So here's the camper lawn and garden stake. So you actually will get a garden stake with it, and there'll be a little welded BB or so weld up there. And my son welds those on. And then you're going to slide it down to that. And you're going to bend this at like a 90. And we're going to bend the top and align it on there. And just slightly squeeze it together. So then your camper, as you shove it into the ground. So there's our garden stake.
Yeah.
Typically, you want to try to get things off the press right away. There, I drug my feet just a smidgen just to see if we could get it to stick. Typically, we do not have, if the pressure and everything is right, should not have any issues with sticking.
Okay, so Arnold, I think it's time we tell them what the promo is. So I want to see if anybody can guess, with what we're featuring today, what do you think the promo is on? Is on a specific type of product?
I can actually make it look like it's going down the road.
I have a trailer, like a really old one at my house that kind of does that.
Yeah. So.
Oh, good. All right. I don't see any guesses yet. Ooh.
Yeah, there's one.
I got it. Okay. Awesome. Yes, we are doing the promo on campers, and we are doing 15% off on all of the camper products, whether it be the ornaments, the garden stakes, the wall art, and we do have a camper package too, which gives you a sampling of all of them. So I'm going to put the code in the chat, and it's camper22, all caps. Because, as Arnold's there in the snow, he's dreaming of summer and thinking about camping already.
Why don't we have a motorcycle one?
I don't know. Are you suggesting we add another one? We could do a cute little motorcycle ornament too.
Yeah.
That's actually really smart. I like it.
I'm trying to see if I can hold all these together. So here's the kit, like you said, if they got the pack. So you get the ornament, the wall art, and the garden stake. Is that a good way to say it? They get all three.
And you can buy them separately too. So, which is fabulous. They are so cute, and I do like the way the door pops out on the wall art. I think that is adorable.
Yeah.
Oh, Hillary says motorcycle would be awesome.
Any suggestions? Do you have any particular, is it a real motorcycle or is it kind of more of a vintage, or so we'll have to think about that.
Yeah. We love the give, so let us know what you think. Harley all the way.
Harley, yeah. And then I pressed this with the ornament. So just as I don't think a lot of people have tried the horses. It's just an amazing shape. So this one actually is wall art. And what's different about that is it actually, the bracket bends right on the part. So there's not a separate thing that we welded on.
And in our regular line, they're a really good seller, just to say it, because horse people love horse things.
I was trying to think of what went with campers, so that's where I was thinking campers and horses.
Campers, horses, and motorcycles, I guess.
Yeah, apparently. My ADD's kicking in. So yeah, you can bend that open as far as you can. I guess if you really wanted to be creative, you could put a picture, like Erica said, of Don or one of your family members with a paper. You just tape a piece of paper on the inside so they're in the camper door.
And just to say it, all of our shapes come with templates. So when you're designing the art, you have the actual shape to go off of. We send you that. I think it comes with your purchase. It just is available for immediate download. That's what I believe. I believe that's what's happening these days. But if you purchase something and need a template, just reach out to us via email.
Yeah. And then we're always running specials. So if you're not signed up for the newsletter, don't we have a news place to sign up on the website for a newsletter?
Yes.
Or
And I can put that, I'll put that in the chat too.
yeah.
And we send out newsletters, I think, pretty much weekly. So it's a good way to stay in the loop, find out about when Arnold's going live.
Yeah. And when we're rolling out new things, when there's always new images, things that are always kind of, I love this one just because it's so vibrant. But there's always new shapes, new images. We do have images out there that you can download. Some are for free, some there's a cost.
Yeah.
And I just did one last one here. You should like that one. You could hear the peeling sound as you peel it off, but I wouldn't be doing my job if we didn't show a wind spinner in the say goodbye for today. But here's our ornament that cooled off pretty quick. Now I can handle it.
And it's the same art, basically just blown up for the wall art as it is for the ornament, right?
Yeah, that's a great point. So yeah, it's not like you have to recreate the wheel. If you have a design that you really like that actually is selling well, or you could name drop in, like say this is luggage tags, things like that. It's not like you have to redo something different all the time. But yeah, it's just you would just shrink it. And then here's our two-sided part that we were talking about earlier with a wind spinner.
The wind spinner. And can you bend it out, or it's probably too hot?
If you want to blow on it for a minute. It is really hot. I got to do better at putting my gloves out here.
Yes.
I think I took them ice fishing and then. But that is fairly hot. Yeah. I will bend a different one. Here's one that Erica and Don created.
Yeah, this art is available for free download, I believe, from the website.
Yeah, so this is a gnome. So it's going to press flat. And then literally you put your thumbs, obviously line up the holes. And then this will come with your parts. The wind spinner parts is a swivel. So you're going to put the holes horizontal, and you're just going to press that center, just fan it out, about 60 degrees or 3/4 of an inch apart.
So pretty.
We should have maybe had a two-sided animated gnome, so maybe he's peeking up through his hat.
That would be really cute. The beauty is we can just do it.
Yeah, just create it. I think that's all I had for today, unless there was any questions.
So type your questions into the chat, and I'll just say the promo that we're doing, just to reiterate it one more time, Camper 22 for 15% off all of our camper trailer items.
Yep. And that's not a trailer item, but that's the wind spinner that's cooling off. But here's kind of the featured one.
I love it. I think they're so cute. I think I might need one of those for over my stove. Like, that's a really cute kitchen-y, homey.
Somebody's asking about fish. We do have some fish designs. I'm not sure what that comment is about fish. Well,
yeah, we do have some fish ones.
Yeah, thank you for buying a American Made, thank you for supporting our company. Thank you for joining us today. You can always watch these over if you need to watch how we're doing something. We have a full YouTube channel with lots of different videos, how to put together displays, fold wind spinners. Corey's on there, even some grinding demonstrations. So there's lots of different things on there.
It's so pretty.
The which
so fun
ones?
to watch birds fly.
Oh, yeah, that is a good point. What else goes with campers? Fish go with campers. Yeah.
But what is this?
Comment. What else goes with campers? Probably fish. That makes more sense than
Surfboards.
horse. Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you, everybody. If you ever have any questions, please stop up, either email or in person. If you happen to be in Minnesota on a trip or anything, it's surprising. Every summer, we get people from all over, customers of ours all over the country stopping in. So you're more than welcome for a tour. Otherwise, there's virtual tours on YouTube, and we're here to support you with your businesses and creativity. So have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.